In 1957, it weighed 905 grams at 8 weeks. In 2005, 4,202. Same species, same 8 weeks, same feed. At the University of Alberta, unselected chicken lines from 1957 and 1978 were kept as living populations and raised alongside a 2005 commercial line. 1 barn, 1 diet, 1 lighting schedule. At 56 days, the modern birds were about 4 times heavier, and the feed needed for each unit of gain had fallen by roughly half. 4 decades, a body rebuilt. The red junglefowl still lives in the forests and forest edges of South and Southeast Asia. A male weighs about 1 kilogram, bronze and red across the shoulders, a black tail with a green sheen, gray legs. It is a wary bird. It works the leaf litter for seeds and insects, and at dusk it flies up into the branches to roost, because the forest floor belongs to other animals after dark. It breeds in 1 short season. Day length triggers it. The hen lays 4 to 6 eggs, sits, and stops. That is a wild year's entire output. Nobody set out to change that. Domestication came downstream of grain. A 2022 reassessment of the archaeological record argued that the earliest secure domestic chickens appear at Ban Non Wat in central Thailand between roughly 1650 and 1250 BC, in villages that had started growing dry rice and millet. Clear a patch of forest, spill grain on the ground, and a ground-feeding forest bird moves in and stays. The tamest ate best. We were farming rice. The chicken was a side effect. The decisive rewrite happened inside living memory. In 1948, in Georgetown, Delaware, judges scored the national finals of a competition called the Chicken of Tomorrow. Breeders had sent hatching eggs. The chicks were raised together and graded on growth speed and on how much meat sat over the breast and thighs. The winning stock was bought, crossed, and multiplied. Within 2 decades, most meat chickens on Earth traced back to a handful of breeding lines. What that selection changed was the schedule. Muscle now grows faster than bone. A broiler reaches market weight in about 5 to 6 weeks. Its ancestor needed most of a year to reach 1 kilogram. The leg bones are shorter and thicker relative to body mass, and the soft growth zones at the ends of those bones are still open when the bird has already finished gaining weight. The center of mass has moved forward onto the breast. Walking is a different mechanical problem. A 2018 study argued that the result is a skeleton unlike that of any other bird, alive or extinct. Not a scaled-up junglefowl, a different geometry. The calendar changed too. Nearly every domestic chicken carries a variant in the receptor for thyroid-stimulating hormone, part of the switch that lets a bird read the length of the day and decide whether it is breeding season. In domestic birds, that gate is effectively held open. A hen lays through winter. A junglefowl cannot. The trade-off, plainly. The bird gained the largest population any bird has ever had, food it never has to find, and breeding with no season attached. It gave up flight. It gave up the wariness that kept it alive under a canopy, and it gave up the match between how fast its muscle grows and how much weight its bones were built to carry. You can still see the old bird on the table. The forked bone at the front of the breast is a pair of fused collarbones. In a junglefowl, it bends like a bow on every wing beat, storing and returning energy as the bird climbs into a tree at dusk. It is still there. It braces nothing now. We did not breed a bigger bird. We bred a body that outruns its own skeleton, and the skeleton is what stays behind.